Hello everyone, my name is Joe. I am the acquisition partner here at willbuyyourhouse.com, and if you're watching this video, in all likelihood you are looking to earn some extra income or even possibly full-time income by driving around, finding houses that fit our criteria and taking pictures of those houses and then submitting those pictures to us. In turn, when we buy houses that you took pictures of, we'll pay you anywhere from $750 per house up to $1,000 per house. This is a great way for somebody to earn some extra income or even full-time income. But in all honesty, we're looking for people who really are doing a lot of driving. You know, whether you're an Uber driver, a post person, or UPS, or you own your own business. If you're driving around a lot, then in all likelihood you're passing houses that we want to see. And we want to pay you extra income for simply taking pictures of those houses. This is just an absolutely great fit for people who are on the road a lot. So how does it work? Well, the first thing is, of course, to watch this video that you're watching, because we're going to go ahead and explain in this video not only how the whole process works, but we're going to show you step by step how to take your pictures, what kind of pictures to take, and how to submit them. Because that's going to help us to really understand if this property that you're sending us is something that we want to take a look at buying. All right. Once you watch this video, you're going to go ahead and complete the personal information that is right below this video. Okay, that personal information is going to help us to understand who you are. And we're not looking for a lot of information here. We're simply looking for your name and your address, where to send a check to, and how to contact you so that we can communicate with you and help you become better at this. Now, once you obtain approval, which will be usually within 1 business day or 24 hours, then we're going to send you a code. Because, again, we want to know what territory are you looking to cover. Currently, we are looking for people who are, basically in the Philadelphia area, Bucks County, Montgomery County, Chester County, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Reading, PA, York, PA, and even Lancaster, PA. Okay, now that doesn't mean that we're not looking for other areas. If you want to cover other areas, give us a call. Let us know, and we can let you know if that particular territory is one that we're looking for properties. Okay, but you do need to obtain approval from us. So just go ahead, submit your information. Let us know. If there's more than one territory, for example, let's say you drive and do a lot of driving within the Philadelphia area, but you also reach out into Bucks or Montgomery County or some other area, just let us know what counties that you'd like to cover. The reason we do this, we do not want to oversaturate any particular area. And so many people, it's so easy to earn $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, but so many people, $10,000 or $20,000 a year for just simply taking pictures in their travels makes a world of difference. And we love that. We love the fact that we can help people to make a big difference in their income. So once you get that approval, you're going to get a code, and that code is yours. So that when you submit a picture, and I'm going to show you this process, you'll put that code in so we know who it was that submitted that picture. And we know who to pay once we purchase that property, if we decide to purchase that property. So how does that work? Well, essentially, we're going to look at the property. If we feel it's a property that fits our criteria, we're going to go ahead and reach out to the owner of the property and go ahead and put an offer in on the property. And then from there, once we put the offer in, if the offer is accepted, it will usually take anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 weeks to close on the property, and that's when we would send you a check. Now, I do want to let you know that there are times that we can close in as little as 2 weeks, because we're not realtors. We're not going through the whole process of inspections and just all kinds of appraisals and things like that that are necessary by banks and mortgage companies. We are a company that buys houses cash, okay? And essentially, we can close as quick as the title comes back, which could be as little as 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now, there's times when the title has some kind of problem on the title, or they owe taxes or water bill, and we need to straighten that out. So sometimes it will take longer, but you'll know exactly when we put one of your properties that you sent us pictures on, we'll let you know if we end up with a signed contract. This way you know, okay, hey, great, I've got a property that's pending right now. And then we'll keep you updated as to when we expect to close on that property and then anything that occurs thereafter. And obviously, once we do close on that property is when we will go ahead and send you your check. Now, again, once you receive approval, you can start taking pictures and upload them, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And then from there, you simply receive a check once we close on the property. Okay. So again, if we purchase a property that you had sent us pictures from, we're going to pay you $750. Now, so many people from, again, Uber drivers, UPS, mailmen, business owners, just such a large variety of people are driving already. You know, some are putting 50 miles, 100 miles, couple hundred miles a day in the areas that we're targeting. And it's so easy for them to pull over for 5 minutes, take a few pictures, and then even that evening, later that evening, take a few minutes to upload them to our site. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's really simple for somebody to get in a position in 2-3 months where we're closing on 2 or 3 or 4 of their properties each month. And they're earning, and at that point, we're going to pay you $1,000. So if we close on 3 properties or more that you sent us pictures on, then we're going to up to $750 to $1,000 for each property. Now, look, I got to tell you, if you're working hard and one of those properties didn't close for 2 weeks after the deadline, we're not going to play games. We're going to pay you $1,000 on all the properties. Okay, we're very easy to get along with. We really do reward those people who are turning us on to the houses that we're looking to buy. So what type of homes are we looking for? Well, you know, sometimes it's a little hard to tell, and sometimes it's not. Okay, if you look at this home here, it's pretty easy to tell. You've got broken windows here. This looks like a vacant place. Look at the grass. I mean, look at just everything. It's overgrown. The trees are on the roof. The roof is shot. I mean, this is definitely a place that, you know, it's distressed. I always tell people, you know, if the house is distressed or if the owner is distressed, then that's a really good situation for us. Okay, so what do I mean by that is that, well, again, the roof, the gutters, the grass, it's not maintained. That's a distressed situation, whether it's a situation where the owner is not maintaining the property or it's a property that's been condemned, okay, which, for example, if you see notices on a property, it can be a lot of different notices, okay? Condemned is one of them. If a property is condemned, we want it. Send it to us, okay? So burned out places, yeah, we're looking for them. I mean, if you've passed a property or it looks like it's been burned out for quite some time, take a picture of it and submit it and let us take a look at it. Boarded up places. Look, this without question, this is a distressed house. We don't know why. I mean, because if you look at the outside of this house, it doesn't really look all that bad, right? I mean, there's some cracked walkway here. The grass is overgrown. The bushes are overgrown. All these are signs of a house that has not been maintained. We don't know why. But even if you take the boarded windows out, this still looks like a house I would definitely want some information on, okay? Chances are if those boards were not there, you'd probably be able to see right through the house because it would show you that it's vacant. But look at all the different things in here. The boards are certainly one of them, but the grass, the cracked walkways. If you look at this house compared to other houses right next to it, you'd probably say, you know what, even without the boards, this is a distressed house. The property owner is not taking care of it. He probably, and why not? So he doesn't have the money to. Maybe he's in a financial crisis. For whatever reason, he's not taking care of the property, and in all likelihood, he would love a cash offer on this place to get out from underneath all the maintenance that it needs at this point in time. So here's a really good example. I wish this house was kind of a straight-on shot, but here's a side-by-side house. This is 2 different dwellings. Okay, now if you look over here, look at the roof there. Okay, look at the overhangs here. Look at the roof here. Okay, and look at the shingles here. Then look over here. Okay, the roof is worn. This one is not. Look at the overhangs. They're worn. These are not. Right? Look at the overhang here. This looks like it's ready to fall down. Okay, but it's in bad shape. These shingles have not been replaced in probably 30 years. The bottom line is that they're not putting the money into the place to maintain it. Whether it's a rental or they live here, and chances are it's a rental, okay? Again, many landlords are looking to get out of situations like this because it would cost them probably $20, $30, $40,000 to really upgrade the place to where it needs to be. Okay, so hopefully that's starting to help you understand what a place would look like. This obviously is vacant. It looks vacant. This is a great example as well. You're driving by, you look at this property. I mean, it's just sticking out like a sore thumb. I mean, the grass is it's not overgrown, but it's a mess. Okay, look at the driveway, all the cracks. That's a mess. The bushes are a mess. The windows here, there's no shades, so you can see right through the house. This totally looks like a vacant house. Okay, now look, maybe the landlord is between tenants, right? But even if he is, why is the place a mess? Okay, so again, chances are that this landlord is somebody we want to talk to. Look at this place. Clearly, this is a house that is distressed and certainly is looking vacant as well. You know, here's a house again. This is a bit of an exaggeration. You can barely see the house. The grass is so high, the bushes are really out of control. But again, what I'm trying to get through here is that the place is not maintained. Okay, this one in all likelihood is vacant, but it's not maintained. Okay, and that's what we're looking for: high grass, overgrown bushes, shingles that are falling off, cracks, broken doors, windows, etc. Anything that you know, you're going to be driving by a house, and then you're going to take a double take, and then you're going to stop and say, "There it is." That's that. Your eye is going to become trained. So in the beginning, you'll drive down 5 blocks, and you may stop at one house. And in a month, you may stop at 3 because your eye becomes more and more trained, and we're going to train you. Okay? If you want to come on calls, I'm going to help you to understand how to really capitalize on your pictures, on which houses to take pictures of. Now, look, there is a lot of money that people can make part-time, full-time. Really just an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year can just help so many people out of bad situations. We can help you add that kind of income to your household. You just have to take the pictures. And again, simply fill out the personal information, okay? Add the geographic areas you want. Put a comma. So you want Philadelphia, comma, Montgomery, comma, whatever counties that you want to focus on, we need to know, okay? Once you go ahead, fill out the registration, within 24 hours, you're going to receive approval as well as a personal code. That personal code is very important. As each property that you submit, you'll need to put that code in. I'll show you that in just a moment. But once you have that approval within a day, you can start taking pictures in your travels. And you'll fill in the property address. I'm going to show you that and upload your pictures. And again, we'll notify you once the property goes under contract, and then we'll let you know once we close on that property. Okay, and I just want to show you this real quick. If you have questions, call me, okay? You can reach me at this number here, 717-847-8439. You can reach me by calling that number, and I'm happy to help you. I'm actually, as the acquisition partner, this is my job, is to help our drivers to make as much money as they want to make, because that's certainly going to help us both. All right, let's show you the whole process here. All right, so you're going to go ahead and receive this link to this page once you have approval. So again, within 24 hours or one full business day, you'll receive a link to this page with your approval and with your code. And right here is basically going to tell you exactly how to go about filling in the information, but we're going to show you step by step just to make sure there's no questions here. Now, pretty simple here. It'll ask you for your information on the left-hand side here, including the property information. And then over to the right here, let's move this over so you can see it. You'll go ahead, choose your file, and we're going to show you how to do that, and upload image or images. Now, keep in mind that every time that you fill out this form, it's for a specific property. So if you take 5 pictures, 5 different properties, you're going to have to go ahead and fill out the information right here. It takes about a minute to do for each property. So you'll put your first name, your last name. Yes, we will have that with the code, but we want to make sure everything's matching up here. The property address. So 22 ABC Drive, and then you'll put the city, let's just say Philadelphia, and you'll put the state. All right. So we don't necessarily need the zip code. You can certainly put PA and then the zip code, but we don't really need that. And then your code. Again, that's the code you're going to receive. This is very important. Without this code, we don't know really who you are other than up here, and then we have to search for name, and we need this code, okay? And then the file name. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? So you're going to need to name the file of the picture or pictures that you have taken of that particular property. So it's fine to go ahead and put in here even the address. Let's say up here, okay, keep in mind right here we have the full address, okay? So if you want to name it, and I think it's a good idea to do it this way, because then you know which properties and you're not going to get confused, okay? Which pictures go to which properties. So right here you can put, let's say, 114 Main Street, and let's say you take 2 pictures, which I'm going to go over in a moment here, okay? So you put 114 Main Street -1, and let's say you took another one, 114 Main Street. This way we know, and then -2. This way we know that the 2 pictures you're about to upload are for the property address that'll be right here, which will be 114 Main Street, okay? And then you've named your pictures 114 Main Street -1 and 114 Main Street -2, and then you just click submit. Once all this information's in, you go ahead and simply click submit. Okay, now I am in Paint here. Most PCs, most computers have Paint. It's an editing tool that you can use. It's a very basic tool, but it gets the job done. Pretty much any editing tool that you have on your computer, and again, most computers will have one, is going to have some kind of editing tool. So in Paint, since most computers have this, you just go to File right here. So keep in mind, you've taken a picture with your phone. Once you've done that, you can very easily email that picture to yourself, okay? Once you receive it in your email, you can then open that image, okay, and save it, okay? Now, once you, and I suggest that you get your own flash drive specific for your properties, okay? Don't be mixing up things on your personal flash drive. Get a flash drive that's going to be for pictures only. Then when you open the image, okay, from your email, you're just going to save it. You'll go ahead and you can even put the property address, 114 Main Street, and then inside that folder, put your 2 or 3 images. And that's all we really want you to take of each property. So File, and then you would just go here to Open, and you would open up your file because you're going to want to crop the file here. We'll just open up this one for now. All right, now again, you're going to want to crop this. Most pictures that come off of a phone camera are going to be 2,000 or 3,000 pixels, and that's really just too big. We're not looking for anything that large. And sometimes your image may need cropped. Maybe you have too much going on. I'm going to show you how to take a picture in just a moment. Okay, but right here up at top here it says select, and you can just select this rectangle tool here and hold your left click down and crop your image. Now keep in mind, you don't want to crop out like the front yard. Okay, we want the picture to have the front yard, and even if there's an adjoining house, we even want to see that adjoining house. It's going to help us, okay? So we go ahead, we're going to hit crop, and then you can click right here, it says resize, all right, and choose pixels right here, not percentage, but pixels. Okay, and it will maintain, make sure this is checked, maintain aspect ratio, otherwise your picture is going to get all messed up. All right, and then just make sure that your width is right around 700 pixels. That is fine. So 622 is fine. But let's say you were at 3,000 pixels, just change it to 700. Excuse me, and then there you go. You have your picture. Once you have your picture, just come up to File, and I'm sure you know how to do this. Save as, and go as a JPEG, okay? And then just put it into the flash drive. Name it in your flash drive. All right, so I've actually, for the purpose of just showing you, I've named a folder 114 Main Street. Open that up, and I'm going to go ahead and put 114 Main Street, all right, -1. That's my first picture. Let's say I have 2 pictures. The next one's going to be -2. Okay, it's really that simple. I'm going to click on Save, and my picture is going to be in there. Now, once I have it in there, I can then go ahead back over to my page here. Again, this information is already submitted, okay? You want to come over here, okay? And right here says choose image. You go ahead and you'll choose file right here. All right, I'm going to open up 114 Main Street, and there's my image. I'm going to double click on that. It says right here, 114 Main Street -1. I'm going to upload image. And once I do, you're going to get a notice that it has been successfully uploaded. If not, it may be too big, okay? So it's really that simple. You'll do the same thing with image number 2. You don't have to fill this out again, okay? Over here on the left, you just need to upload your second image. You already told us that you're going to upload 2 images, okay, right here. And again, this might be, so the way I actually did that was 114 Main Street, okay, -1, comma, 114 Main Street. And again, we know what the property address is. It should sync up with up here, right there where it says property address. So we'll put Main Street -2. Okay, that simple. Make sure it matches up exactly with what you named your file, your pictures. And again, this is about a 10-minute process. It's not a long process. If you're uploading maybe 5 images, maybe you're taking about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to upload your images in the evening. Well worth it, because let me tell you, if you're doing 5 images per evening, and that's working out to, if you're doing that 5 times a week, obviously about 20 images, that's where people are making money. If they're taking between 50 and 100 images, and look, if you're doing 200 and 300 images on a monthly basis, you're making money. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now let's just take a real quick look on taking pictures. Okay, now we're back on this page here. This shows you, just take a look at this picture here. The house fills the frame, okay? But it's pulled back enough to where we can completely see the front yard. This is very important. We need to see the yard. We need to see the property. So pull back enough. I don't care if it's just a porch or a deck or there's nothing there. We need to see the buildup, even if it's just a sidewalk, okay? Pull back enough so we can really see not only the house, but the property, the front yard, whatever it is, the deck, the porch as well, okay? And another good example would be here. It helps us to understand where the problem is, okay? It's the overgrown grass and the bushes. And that's not to say that you don't want to try to get a little bit more of a closer picture of the actual house, especially in this situation, but we definitely do want this as far as, pulling back and getting that expanded view of the yard as well. All right, that's about it. Again, look, you can dictate whatever amount of money you want to earn here. It's just a matter of how many times a day you can stop and take 5 minutes to take that picture and then spend a few minutes in the evening to upload those pictures to us. So if you have questions, give us a call or contact us through our website, and I personally look forward to working with you. So hopefully this information has been helpful and it'll get you started. So go ahead, fill out your information, and we'll talk to you soon.